Hello, everyone. Welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to a brand new video for Arrow Season 3. This is episode 15, and it is entitled Nanda Parbat. So, moving on through this season quickly. I mean, we're coming down to the end. Holy cow. But solid episode, guys. Solid episode. I enjoy that. I'm so happy that we finally get to see Ra's al Ghul again. I did enjoy seeing that. This episode, I mean, these episodes coming down to the end are just jam-packed full of stuff. I mean, it's so hard to actually get everything all in one video without taking up like 20 minutes. But, we see in this episode that, Thea and Oliver still training. And Thea being tormented, that she killed Sarah. So she ends up, taking her father and giving him to the League. So much stuff going on in this episode. I really enjoyed, seeing the Merlin scenes in this episode are always great. Always great to see Merlin. It was kind of weird though seeing him cowering before. Ra's al Ghul. I mean, it's because we see Oliver after he's captured, and he goes there to save Merlin. He doesn't cower. He's just like, kill me, kill me, but leave Diggle alone. But Merlin's like, no, don't kill me, don't kill me. So I mean, it was odd seeing that because Merlin's such a badass character, and seeing him actually afraid. I mean, it shows how deadly Ra's al Ghul is. I mean, that Merlin's just cowering in front of him, and Oliver's not. But I mean, even though he was basically killed by him, I still don't really think he knows the scope of how badass Ra's al Ghul is. But those scenes were awesome. The whole thing where the comparison where Ra's al Ghul says to Oliver, "I want you to take my place." Well, if you don't know, that's from Batman. It's the whole Batman story going on there. And I don't really have a problem with it personally. I mean, in the Batman story, Bruce Wayne never, takes up the mantle as Ra's al Ghul. He doesn't take it. So you got to think that neither will Oliver. He'll probably think about it and everything, blah, blah, blah. But I think when it comes down to it, he won't. But yeah, that would be a twist, though, if he did. That would be interesting. But I don't think he will, unless maybe he's forced to or something. The Diggle scenes in this episode were strong. I always like seeing Diggle. I mean, we got to see his baby again, and Delilah. I think is it Lila or Delilah, his future wife or whatever. It was great seeing her back again. So she's still around. I mean, so those were cool. And he cleared the room several times in this episode. Oliver, everybody clear the room. I got to talk to Oliver. He's always like that conscious, to Oliver. He's always like trying to, make sure Oliver's in the right mindset and doing the right thing. He's always, that he's always, pointing north, for Oliver. He's always like a waypoint for him to go to, like a rock, that he can lean onto. And even Diggle said, he's like a brother to him. So, the whole scenes with the Atom, Ray Palmer and Felicity are great. I like those two together. I'm not, that's just me. I like those two together. I think they're awesome. The Palmer character is great. And it's great that he finally got the suit working, and he's, the whole, comparison to Iron Man. I know it's there, but the suit's awesome. I like it. Hey, those two getting together, I'm all for that. I don't see a problem with that. So, but I mean, it is sad though to see Felicity kind of pushing away Oliver now, and they used to have that like bond or friendship. That's unfortunate, but. Ultimately, I do like the chemistry between Palmer and Felicity better. That's just me. We see in those flashbacks as well. The flashbacks didn't really do much this episode. I mean, they basically stayed in the same vicinity where they're trying to get on the boat and they're ambushed by the Waller thugs or whatever. And basically Oliver has to run off with the Yamashiro's son, and what happens to that kid, I think we're gonna find out shortly. Whether he's alive or unfortunately dead. Um, we will see. But something happens there that where it pushes um, Masao and Tatsu away. So we will see. We will see. I mean, just so much stuff to get in this episode. It was unreal. Um, but those Nissa scenes were great too. Nissa's a great character. I like her a lot. Laurel in this episode, the moment where she threw herself at Merlin, and was fighting, I thought it was ridiculous. I was like, oh god, here we go again. But it is consistent, staying with how real reckless and stupid she is. But ultimately, I mean, I thought it was ridiculous. But the whole scene with her and Nissa, I liked. I thought was a great scene. Her trying to remember Sarah and everything, and Nissa telling her about her smiling and everything, and what she did with Ra's al Ghul, and she just laughed. I mean, I like it. That was a great scene. But yeah, guys, so much stuff happening in this episode. It's unreal. I think I covered pretty much everything, but I did like it. It was a very solid episode, and I can't wait to see the ending of this season. It's coming down to the end. I guess maybe is Oliver now going to get trained by Ra's al Ghul? I mean, or what's going to happen there coming down to the end? I mean, we're coming down to the last few episodes. Unfortunately, there's no episode. I think they're off for like 3 weeks now, which is depressing. They'll be back March 18th is the next episode now, so I'm not going to be able to make the videos now for 3 weeks. It's kind of weird. They just had a break not long ago, and now they're having another break. But hey, a lot of the shows right now are doing that. They're taking these breaks now for 3 weeks, and we're going to push to the final episodes coming up on the 18th. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Write and comment down in the comments what you thought of this episode. Also, like and subscribe, guys. I do appreciate that support. But that will do it for me for another video review for Arrow. That's going to do it for me, guys. Take it easy.